What you say, my people? It's your boy Jason out here. Welcome to the Bala Show. Obviously, the Valimai review. Of course, first day, first show. Man was at City Road in Ilford. Come on, man. Literally, the first show in Valimai, man. Waiting for this for 3 years, and it has actually been a blockbuster hit from THALA Ajit. And you know what, man? Really happy, really satisfied, with the action sequences. First of all, is Valimai, and is by THALA Ajit, Huma Qureshi, uh, also the guy Kartikeya. There's a few other characters here in that film. Also directed by Vinoth, and also produced by Boney Kapoor as well. What a guy! And also, man, this is an action thriller film. Obviously, I was been waiting for this for 3 years. 3 years, literally been the making of anime as well. Obviously, it was cancelled due to COVID. It was cancelled again due to like Omicron and all these things. A lot of things. You know these actors have been going for a lot of things, and you know what? Fair play to them. Really worked hard. Getting this over the line. It's THALA Ajit's 60th film as well. And you know what? It's absolutely fantastic to seeing him back in screen for the last 3 years as well. 3 years later, and it's so good to see. And you know what? This film, obviously, the start of the first half, man, absolutely fantastic first half, action-packed first half. Positives I could say, action sequence was absolutely mad. Bike scenes was amazing, man, absolutely amazing. Going through the stunt sequence is actually mad. They literally just nailed it. THALA Ajit, telling you, hats off. Hats off. This guy has carried the film from its own. And literally, main. The power of anime is absolutely mad. Absolutely immense. Like I say, man, this guy has carried as a cop. As a cop, he's undercover. He's a criminal cop, man. Literally, he's cunning, smart, everything, bruv. Like I can say that, man. It's just absolutely fantastic to see him like thriving through that scene, as well as yeah, man. It's regarding this film is basically like is about a cop basically covering under case of drugs like part of like cocaine and everything like that passing through Colombia and all these things, and it's how the cop basically undercovers this whole project, man. It's mad. We saying Jeremy Susapile on the win. Come on, man. My G out here, man. Let's go. Yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic to see, and yeah, it's basically just like just basically a cat and mouse game between Kartikeya and actually THALA Ajit, and it's really good to see the villain basically showed his power and his strength. Basically gave him a good match as well as the bike scenes itself. Absolutely smashed it. The first half absolutely nailed it in the first half, man. The bike scenes where he does the melee like 3 times. Is that madness? I'm telling you, absolutely madness. I was just there, like literally, but hands up, man, hands up, man. And then his younger brother basically just stabs him in the back, right at the back. Joining the villains gang and all these things. It was just like it's good to see. It's good to see live at the theaters. Second half was a bit like draggy, a little bit more family sentiment that's going on, which is very good in terms of like Bonnie like was trying to send a message to the audience saying that like no matter how, like family bonding is really important in terms of like no matter like obviously his brother was like um stating that like he's not good enough for getting a job, people asking society asking questions, but like by joining like the villains gang, it's basically just like it's basically like paradise, isn't it? Like and yeah, I'm waffling, but you know what, but yeah, second half was actually a bit draggy, but but until the climax, man, the climax was absolutely stunning. The stunt scenes were absolutely good. Positives were like action was absolutely fantastic. Action from THALA Ajit was phenomenal. The villain was absolutely good. Huma Qureshi's supporting role was very good. Supporting THALA Ajit in terms of accomplishing his mission. Um, Yeah, that's one of the positive parts, as well as like obviously the fight scenes as well. The motorcyclists turning into like roller skates, everything. Especially the lorry scene was absolutely fantastic, man. I would watch it again, time and time again. That sequence, man, absolutely stunning scene. Um, as well as yeah, it was quite decent actually. So yeah, it was a bit racy. It was a bit unpredictable moments where especially his brother basically just goes into a villain gang. The villain basically takes charge in the second half. He comes into reality. He comes into fruition, man. And yeah, it's just basically a cat and mouse. It's basically like a police. It's a police THALA AJITHS with as a police cop, and Karthi Gaya and as the actual villain. It's just on and off between these two actually, and how THALA AJITHS always goes against him and accomplishes that mission. And it was absolutely fantastic. And also, I want to give the negative parts as well. As I see a lot of family sentiments, we can say there's a lot of family elements that's added to the film, which may be uncalled for because you know what, there's no need. There's no need for that a family accomplishment. Like I will say to the film, like, would you want an action thriller or just like family entertainer? You need to know pick and mix. You can't have both of them in it. It didn't really click. It didn't really click into me. Like it didn't really like bang, like, if you know what I mean. But I would say that's basically one of the downside that's kind of like really really like icked me. I felt like the movie should have been a bit more shorter by like 20 to 30 minutes. But overall I would say the action sequence kind of like helped the film as a blockbuster hit, if you know what I mean. And yeah, it was a thriller. It's an action thriller. There's a lot of surprises that came into the film as well. Sometimes you just kind of like at times it can be a little bit more predictable, as I can see. I can tell what's gonna happen, like typical Tamil films. But you know what? It was just like a racy. Um, it was like a more of a THALA AJITHS film because obviously THALA AJITHS before he was an actor, he was more of a motorcyclist as well. He used to ride bikes, and THALA loves his bikes in it. And you know what, man? It's good to see. It's good to see like the how the director kind of portrayed him in that. But H Vinoth, this is not a H Vinoth film basically. H Vinoth normally like with with the Thiran film with Pink, it's like he implemented certain elements, but I feel like this is a full and full THALA show. And you know what? If you are a big THALA fan, it's a big treat for you. And you know what? As a neutral for me, I loved it. I pretty much enjoyed it because of the action elements. But other than that, you know what? It was okay. It was good. It was not amazing, but it was very good. Absolutely recommend it. And I always recommend going to the cinemas, going to the theaters to watch this action sequence because the climax scene and the climax scene and the pre-interval was absolutely worth it. He nailed it, fam. I can't lie. I feel like THALA AJITHS still has the acting skills with it. Kind of missed his acting skills. He was such a ruthless cop, as in he's cracking down certain crimes. Absolutely enjoyed it, man. It was a masked entertainer. There's a lot of masked elements in it. And I just want to say, hats off to the stunt team. The stunt team did it well, bro. I'm telling you, right now, fam, it was mad. I can't lie, it was absolutely fantastic what they did. That was basically one of the highlights of the film. That's all I'm saying. That's all of the highlights of the film, man. But you know what, man? I really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it. But I just want to say, just a little bit of family sentiment should be gone, man. It was just like the mum in the film. There's a lot of mom son sentiment. It didn't really bang. It was like Thambi, Anand sentiments, man, like all these families that are involved. It just didn't bang. But that's all I had to say, man. That's all I had to say. That's the only thing kind of let the film down and even stretch the film even longer. And you know what? It should have been better. It should have been a little bit remade better. But you know what? I can't complain, man. First day, first show, it got me hyped up. The Veramani song. Also, Yuvan Shankar Raja with the BGM. I really love the BGM actually, but certain elements that like it didn't really like match up. But you know what? It was really good. Like the certain mass, like especially in the action scenes where you use the BGM especially, that was on point. But certain elements that is needed, nah. Even the songs as well. There was only one song in the film. The mother song came towards the end, but they should have added a little bit more songs. I know Boney Kapoor didn't want to spend that much money, you know, of course, but like, I'm a stingy guy, man. But you know what? It was overall very good, man. I can't lie. In this film, I'll probably rate a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 or around 7 out of 10. I would say 7 out of 10. Very good. Very good, but not amazing. I'm telling you. It's like, it's here, but it could have been better. It's not amazing, but you can watch it, man. Absolutely, you can watch it, man. I recommend it for the action scenes, man. But it was a madness. I can't lie. It's a madness day out, first day, first show. I was waiting for this film for a long, long time. There was a lot of hype towards it, but you know what? It's not worth the hype. But you know, you can watch it, man. That's what I'm saying. It's good, but not amazing, like I said. But you know what, man? I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you put the like. I hope you like, you know, satisfied with the review. If anything, man, put anything in the comments, man. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and also like make sure you subscribe. Take care. Goodbye, and also God bless, man. I'm out.